So hello and welcome back to Test Drive Thursday. Today you join me in a Mercedes Benz, forgive me if I get this wrong, is it Arocs, something like that? Agrar. Now that's what the mod's called. Now basically it's just a really heavy version of the Mercedes Arocs, and yeah, it's a bit of a beast, isn't it? So let's start by taking a look at all of the customization. Okay then, so here we are inside the Mercedes dealer, and as you can see it's the 11th truck along. So let's go over to customize. We've only got one cabin as you can see here, but pretty obvious. Still looks pretty cool though. I love all these sharp lines that flow along the cabin. It's pretty awesome. Two different chassis options. You got the 4x4 which is specialised for the certain trailers that I'm going to show you in a minute, or you've got the low, which fits more standard trailers, which does look pretty cool having it low, I do have to say that. Engines, you've got everything ranging from a 326 up to a 625. I mean, why not go for the 625? It suits this truck really, doesn't it? More heavy duty, maybe farm work, things like that, but yeah, there's a good range here. 3 different transmissions to choose from, 2 16 speeds and one 12 speed with a retarder. So yeah, nothing too much is to choose from there. I will talk about the gearing later in the video. Onto the interior, got some different trim options and then the different colour. So basically it's sort of grey or cream, and then you've got black trim, wood trim and sort of metal-y, plasticky looking metal trim. Now this is where it gets a bit weird. You've only got 5 colour options and they're all preset. This sort of weird yellow colour. White, which is probably what I'd go for. Red, but it's sort of almost pinkish. It's really sort of almost faded pink. A light green, and then it says blue, but to me it looks more purple. So yeah, I'm probably going to go for white, to be honest. Onto the options, there aren't that much here, but if you come down to the bull bar, you can see they are painted black, which is absolutely awesome. That fits in really well. And then you can also put these weights on the front. So as you can see here, 650 kg or 700 kg. But yeah, that's pretty cool that you can put that on. I haven't really seen that in any other mod. You've also got some light options up here, which is cool to put on. Mirrors you can't change, but there are some that sort of weird design on them. I'm not sure what that's meant to be. I don't know if it's the lights or anything. Up here you can add again a bull bar. I do like how it's black. That's really nice. Add all your lights up there and anything that you'd want. You got the forward facing mirror, the side mirror. Around the back here you can add a fire extinguisher. What else we got? We've got a spare wheel. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. I love the tread. And then you can't really customize the wheels, to be honest. You can remove that, but I think it does look a bit weird because it's just a modified normal truck wheel. I wish I did a little bit more than that because I don't really like the chrome. On the inside, there's not too much going on here. Some cabin accessory stuff. That's pretty much it. So now I'm going to do a time lapse of me building this truck to my spec. Okay then, so here we are all fully configured, and I have to say, outside, doesn't this thing just look so aggressive and awesome? I just love the detail on the chassis. Even though some of the textures are quite low, the detail that is there does look pretty good, and when you sort of look at it from a distance, you can't really tell anyway. I just love the fact that it's got a weight on the front. It's like being back in Farming Simulator. It's awesome. And then I've got that black bull bar, which looks so good. All the lights up here. Not sure what all those pads are there, but then you've got if you turn the ignition, or if you turn this truck on, actually, as you can see, you've got the reversing lights up there. Then on the front, look at that. Just look how much that lights up even in the day. Just imagine that at night. It puts you in this weird position when you start off. When you just pick the truck up. It's a bit annoying. Probably a bit too low now. I do hate this. Let's try that. Yeah, it's alright. You know, all the sort of traditional Merc stuff in here. I like having the digital display there. Rev counter on the right, speedo on the left. Only in left-hand drive, as you saw. You got the light modes up there. Window controls, like media controls on the steering wheel. You got the sat nav over there. I like how it's got that sort of outline of the Mercedes infotainment system. I find that pretty awesome. There's the parking brake down there that moves. You've got the hazard light, which doesn't light up. I do like how you got the key there. That's pretty cool. But interestingly, this isn't the what was I going to say? It isn't the Actros interior that SCS made. I believe this is one from the Arocs mod, which is interesting why they didn't go for that. You've also got the sort of gear selector, or drive selector, I guess, down there. I believe it's called. But yeah, let's get this thing started up. -3 outside. We've got enough range for almost 4,000 miles. Realistically, you probably get maybe 3,000, which is still amazing. I went for the 16-speed gearbox, and it just pulls away so easily. So smooth. Barely hear this thing. Probably turn the lights on. As I said, 16-speed gearbox. Let's do a quick test here how it performs. So foot down now. So yeah, it's not as quick as some of the 6-speed boxes that I've been driving recently, but that doesn't really suit the truck, to be honest. It's more heavy duty. It's not all about speed. It's just about power and getting it there. Right, so I believe it's in here what we're picking up today. Yeah, so it's a sort of almost a trailer from Farming Simulator, I guess, and it sort of fits this truck really well. I'll try and remember to put the links to these mods in the description. Sorry, in the mod spreadsheet, and the link to the mod spreadsheet is in the description. Let's get attached to this awesome looking trailer. There we go. Forgot I turned advanced coupling off. But yeah, look at that. Corn grains. You can actually see them inside. How awesome is that? Fits this truck absolutely perfectly. And I just love the combo. It's like nothing I've ever driven in this game before. But yeah, it's only a short journey down to Stockholm, which would probably be realistic. You wouldn't be driving corn hundreds of miles, would you? And little short hops. Just trying to give myself enough room to get out of here. Yeah, and we're away. I believe I went for the 625 engine, so we got max power on tap. Probably even a bit overkill for these kinds of trailers. I mean, this is what, 20 tons? Just got plenty of power for that. But it feels very sort of nimble on the roads. Turning around that corner then, I really didn't have to put much steering effort into it. It's really sort of quick to turn, which I do like. And the visibility is excellent because it's so raised up. Okay, thank you. I really hope they fix that soon. What's this gearbox doing? This is why I don't go for 16 speeds that often. It spends ages changing gear. It's, what? It was going up in 2s, now it's going up in 1s. But yeah, as I was saying whilst we were configuring, if you go for one of the 12 speeds, labelled short, it's only geared to go up to about 45 miles an hour, which sort of fits the truck, I guess, which would be sort of going around farms and countryside work where you don't really need the high speed, you need more manoeuvrability. What the heck is this gearbox doing? Just pick a gear, please. Yeah, and we're away. So yeah, this isn't really the natural habitat for this truck on the motorway, but it is doing it pretty well. As I said, you just sit really, really high in it. I mean, just look at it. That's the wrong button. It is so far above everything else on the road. It's such a weird sensation. I really, really do like it. I just can't get over it. I mean, just look at this compared to this car coming past here as we almost crash into it. So weird. Right, let's put the cruise on. It does have cruise control. And it's nice to see it's labelled there with that massive digital readout of your speed, which is probably one of the best features of the Mercedes trucks, if I'm honest. It's just so user-friendly, this truck. And the visibility is pretty good as well with the curved sort of window frames, which are pretty nice, and the mirrors are massive. I mean, just look at that. Really useful for reversing, as we'll find later on. Now, some things that I don't like about this mod, as I said, I do think some of the textures are quite low on the outside. If you have a look at the sort of front bumper there, it isn't sort of completely great. It's sort of got some weird purpley green textures in, which look a bit rubbish. So I think that could be done a little bit better. All the textures on the interior are really, really nice actually, considering it's not SCS work. But yeah, the rest of it is pretty good. They could do with a little bit more customization, I think. Because as you saw, there's not much you can do. You can't change the mirrors, you can't really put any proper stuff on the roof, you can't put horns on. I mean, I don't know what it sounds like. Yeah, it's a standard MAN, standard Mercedes horn. But yeah, overall it's a pretty cool mod. You're not going to drive it all the time, but for maybe if you're doing some countryside hops around around some countries, this could be an ideal fun truck to do it in. And maybe if you're taking some sort of corn from farms like we are now, That's also pretty cool to do in this. But yeah, I wish I did a little bit more with job sort of routing, where with this trailer we probably should have picked it up at a farm rather than a supermarket, and we're dropping off at a distribution centre, which again isn't very realistic. Oh, brakes aren't very good. Yeah, brakes are a bit weak. But yeah, that would be awesome if that was fixed. Yeah, great truck. Definitely recommend you giving it a go. You can't really turn around that much. I mean, it won't let me turn any more than that. It's quite a driver-focused cabin thinking about it. It's all turned towards you, which I do like. And yeah, here we are. Again, look how quickly it turns in. Probably because it's only a really short wheelbase. But yeah, just look at the turning circle here. I mean, it's quite tight because that trailer was sticking out quite a bit. But yeah, look at that. It's really, really good. Oh. I've got to get used to these short wheelbases for reversing. Let's try and just use the mirrors because they are pretty big. I am all over the place. This is a mess. This is one of the most difficult trucks I've driven for reversing. Right, I know it's accepting it, but I just want to straighten it up a little bit better. There we go. Brake on, lights off. In fact, let's just have a look. Look how much. That's amazing. That is. It lights up the world. Look at that. It says Mercedes on the screens. Trucks you can trust. Do they stop like that? I don't know. Looks like it. Yeah, awesome. So if you have enjoyed that video, please do give me a like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.